strong rain and wind today. We take a look across San Diego County.
Today was a weather impact alert day because of slick roads out there and heavy rainfall. But is that the worst of it? I'll have those details coming up.
More homes, lower rents, a big jump in affordable housing in just one day.
Reports of dogs dying or becoming ill after ingesting meth after a trip to Dog Beach and Ocean Beach. What owners have to say.
The San Diego Unified School Board is meeting tonight to vote on changing schedules at some local high schools. Details and the controversy surrounding it.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts now. We come on the air tonight as a storm brings rain and gusty conditions all across San Diego. But as that sun begins to set, this is a live look at Del Mar. I think it's quite beautiful out there. You can see the sun is shining again, that cloud bank just hanging over, but making for a beautiful sunset out there. Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Marcella Lee.
Hi, everybody. I'm Stephanie Simmons, in tonight for Carlo. That storm makes today a weather impact alert day. Tonight, CBS 8's Alex Cheney is standing by with how things are looking outside right now.
But we begin with Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis with a first look at what we can expect tonight. And I was going to say through the weekend, but it's only Tuesday.
Wow.
Never too early.
You want to jump the gun over there. I don't blame you. By the weekend is actually when we have the warm up. Before we get to that point, we still got to deal with these below seasonal temperatures and, well, some slick roads tonight. So the weather impact is going to be the slick roads. We also had ponding on the roads because we had that strong band that moved through earlier, all ahead of a cold front. We had more moderate to heavy rainfall, and wait until you see some of these totals. And just keep in mind that's, well, not even full 24 hours that we experienced this rain. So slick roads are still out there, still talking about ponding on the roadways. We don't have any alerts that are in effect, but we are going to still look at a chance for more isolated rain as we go into tonight and those cool temperatures out there. So this is the radar right now in a 3-hour loop. We had a big swath of moisture that moved in earlier. That was the heavier stuff. We are still seeing some showers out there, but it's not as heavy as what we had earlier. You're seeing that as we're about to go out on the roadways right there along the 15, stretching all the way towards North County, and then also seeing more of that moisture right there along the 94. And as we go into tonight, still holding on to a chance we could see some additional showers in the overnight hours, and then we dry out quite nicely by tomorrow, but still holding on to those cool temps. We'll go ahead and take a look at your complete forecast coming up in those rainfall totals. Stephanie.
All right, Carlene, we'll see you back in a few minutes. Thanks. And as always, you can find our extended weather forecast on CBS 8 Plus. Just download the app on your TV and you can watch for free. For a look at how conditions are outside right now, we turn now to CBS 8's Alex Cheney.
He joins us live from Encinitas. Alex, I saw you in Oceanside at 4, Carlsbad at 5, now Encinitas. You're kind of making your way down the coast. Beautiful, beautiful background behind you. How are the roads and what are things looking like? You look a lot happier.
Well, we did a little... Yeah, absolutely. We did a little tour to North County. This is the first time I've been dry since about noon today. But yeah, it's a beautiful sunset happening right now. If you like clouds like me, we got 3 levels of clouds going on, and it is a beautiful sunset just off the coast in Encinitas. But let's go to some video here. As Carlene mentioned, the roads incredibly slick outside. First thing that we saw heading down the 5 was a car that was, you can't park there, had moved and it had crashed a little bit into that right shoulder divider on the 5 South. Once we finally got to Encinitas, you got that really nice downtown area. Not too many people walking around. Saw lots of umbrellas out there and people trying to stay out of what was some very heavy rain. Probably about a half an inch of rain came down this afternoon, according to the National Weather Service. And of course, those really strong gusty winds as well. I spoke to a few people today who told me they love to see the rain. Take a look.
Oh, this is wonderful. A little bit of rain, it's just enough to water the plants. I used to live in Rancho Bernardo, nice backyard on Lake Hodges, but this weather is so much nicer here.
I actually love it. From New England, reminds me of home. It is a nice change. I forgot where the umbrella is, but...
And so, yes, here comes the sun after a very cloudy, rainy day, very windy as well. Nice to see a beautiful sunset over here in Encinitas. Still to come at 7 o'clock, we're going to wrap up our entire day of all the rain that we saw in North County. That's coming up in just a bit. Back over to you.
Oh, look at that gorgeous sunset right behind you, Alex. Thanks so much. Remember, for the latest weather conditions and alerts on the go, you can download our free CBS 8 app from Google Play or the Apple App Store. The rain didn't stop tens of thousands of Kaiser Permanente nurses and healthcare workers from walking off the job today. The 5-day strike affects Kaiser facilities here across Southern California and in Hawaii. Workers are demanding higher wages and better staffing levels. We talked with physician assistant Donnie Cobbler, who has worked at Kaiser for more than a decade. He says new nurses can't afford to live here.
When you have brand new nurses, brand new PAs that get jobs here, they can't afford to live in San Diego. San Diego is one of the most expensive places to live in the country. So if Kaiser's worried about retaining their employees, how are they supposed to stay if they can't afford to live here?
Kaiser says workers already earn 16% more than peers elsewhere, but we all know about the high cost of living. Kaiser also says their latest offer increases wages by 21.5% over 4 years. All Kaiser hospitals and clinics will remain open during the strike, which runs through Saturday. Federal workers impacted by the government shutdown are getting help from the San Diego Food Bank.
It's held a special distribution event today at Operation Promise Community Services in National City to provide workers and their families with non-perishable foods like pasta. The San Diego Food Bank says they've definitely noticed an increase in people who need help.
So throughout the county, we have a lot of different distributions, 450 partners that distribute food for us in the community, along with 150 plus distributions that we run ourselves. We do see an increase of people coming in and asking for services.
With no end of the shutdown in sight, the food bank says there will be more distribution events like this. Those details can be found on their website. Well, as rent and housing prices continue to soar across San Diego County, the need for affordable housing has never been greater.
But today there's encouraging news for some renters. 3 new developments are offering some hope, from groundbreaking to grand opening. CBS 8's Brian White joins us live from one in Chula Vista, where construction is almost done. Brian, when can people move in there?
Well, it's about another 4 months until construction is complete. These are going to be apartments for low-income seniors. If you take a look over here, this will be the ground floor wellness center, and all the construction should be finished in February. In the heart of downtown Chula Vista, Congregational Place is rising, a 7-story affordable housing community with more than 50 units for seniors aged 55 and up.
It is critically important to have projects like this. Over 25% of the population that are near homeless are 55 years and above.
With San Diego among the least affordable areas in the nation for seniors, this development is more than just housing. On the ground floor, a full-service PACE clinic operated by San Ysidro Health will offer all-inclusive care for low-income seniors.
3, 2, 1, yay! Woo!
In Claremont, it was a day to celebrate progress and potential as city and county leaders cut the ribbon on Te Ormina and Morica family apartments, bringing 230 new affordable units to low-income families and people with special needs.
Bringing change to neighborhoods is never easy. I grew up in this neighborhood. I know that for a fact. But nevertheless, we're here.
Developed on county land, the $145 million project will offer supportive services, fitness classes, and case management for those who need it.
1, 2, 3.
And in San Ysidro, the groundbreaking of a future community, Avanzando San Ysidro, the first community land trust in the South Bay.
It's those families that we'll be able to help stabilize and work with for 15 years with programs that Casa Familiar has to then get them very ready and credit ready to move into a home ownership opportunity.
This unique 103-unit project will take several years to build. It'll offer affordable rentals for families at 30 to 60% of the area median income, with an eye toward long-term stability and eventual ownership. Now here in Chula Vista, low-income seniors will be moving in here early next year. The deadline to apply for the housing lottery here is October 31st. And for more information on this project and all the others we just showed you, head to CBS8.com. Marcella and Stephanie, back to you.
Thanks, Brian. New tonight, we're hearing reports of dogs dying or becoming ill after ingesting drugs after a trip to the beach.
CBS 8's Steffi Rose joins us live now. And Steffi, you've heard some concerning reports from several pet owners.
That's right. Well, for one dog owner, Mark Smith, he says that last Wednesday he brought his young dog here to Dog Beach in Ocean Beach. The dog was running around and playing, and that's when Smith says he noticed the dog started behaving abnormally. So he took the dog to a vet, and that's when he says the vet came back and reported that the dog had meth in its system. Take a look at this video right here on your screen. That is video that Smith sent of his one-year-old dog Trouble while she was reportedly on meth. Curious dogs may sniff and eat items from bushes, parks, or beaches. In 2024, ASPCA Poison Control responded to more than 451,000 calls related to toxic substance, plant, and poison exposures in animals, representing a nearly 4% increase in calls compared to the year prior. Back in 2021, the organization reported more than 7,000 pets were potentially exposed to drugs. Pets ingesting amphetamines and methamphetamine is also a growing concern, as these stimulants can cause serious and even fatal poisoning. Smith says he is thankful little Trouble survived thanks to the veterinarian's help in identifying the drugs in her system.
The doctor there had some experience. She was a vet in Colorado, and dog there had ingested some meth, and we were kind of thinking that drugs were involved just because she was acting so weird. And they did a bunch of tests, blood tests, and about $500 later, felt she was okay to go home.
I did reach out to the veterinary clinic via email and phone, but they never got back to me. Meanwhile, the city of San Diego tells me that reports of incidents like this are uncommon. However, I also learned that another woman's dog died last Wednesday, the same day that Mark Smith took his dog to the beach, after her dog reportedly came to the beach and was running around and playing. That dog owner says her dog that passed also had traces of meth in its system as well. Hear more from that dog owner and learn about the symptoms that you need to watch out for in your pets tonight at 10 on the CW and 11 on CBS. For now, reporting live in Ocean Beach, I'm Steffi Roche, CBS 8.
Really concerning, especially you see the dogs in the background probably been cooped up all day with the rain. The rain has let up, so they're back there, but you take your dog to the beach and it comes home with methamphetamine in its system.
Yeah, and if they see something, especially puppies on the ground, they're gonna try to chew on it. So how scary for the pets and the parents.
Yeah, a good warning. Thanks so much, Steffi. Governor Newsom is taking action to try to bring down the price of insulin.
Those details still ahead, plus the controversy surrounding a change in schedules for some San Diego high schools.
And the concerns over rain in areas still recovering from wildfires. After this.